Today was deadline day for elementary students in the public school board. Parents needed to decide if they wanted their kids learning in class or online next week while COVID-19 rates continue to rise in the region. That deadline's now been extended. And as the CBC's Sanjay Maru reports, all this uncertainty is causing major concern for parents.
This is a really hard situation where I know things are changing day by day, but we can't live our lives.
At-home classrooms like these have become the norm, especially this week, as kids return to school virtually from their winter break. The mother of these young children had to put these workspaces together last minute. Now, she's waiting and waiting to find out when her kids can return to school.
We can't stay organized and make plans for the future if we don't know what's going on now. If they give me a date, I can possibly put something in place so I can have somebody with my children, perhaps at some point, so that I can go out to work to earn a living.
The public board in Windsor, Essex announced today it's extending the deadline for elementary students to change learning models after some parents called it an impossible decision with little clarity from the province and the health unit. The province says it may announce tomorrow if elementary students doing in-school learning will stay at home beyond January 11th. Meanwhile, the health unit says it will announce its local recommendations tomorrow morning.
Schools should be very near to the top of the list of things we want to keep open. But we do have to recognize that if we do that, then that's very likely going to contribute to the rising transmission that we're seeing.
Susie says there are trade-offs to consider as parents take time off work to care for young children learning at home. But as the weather gets colder, helping viruses spread more easily, it may be more justified now to keep schools closed than ever before. When elementary students went back to school on September 10th, the health unit reported more than 2,500 total cases for the region. Today, that number has risen to more than 8,800.
Preventing the reopening of schools a little bit longer, especially coming off the tail of that holiday season, would probably be a wise decision in terms of the uncertainty that we're facing right now.
For me, I don't like online learning, but I do not think that my children would be safe at school. So I'm hoping that they extend it for a period of time, but that there is an end to that.
Zavit says not knowing when the school closure will come to an end has left her feeling confused as she mulls over the pros and cons of putting her kids back in the classroom. Meanwhile, in a letter sent to parents just days ago, the province is standing firm on its position that schools are not a source of rising community transmission. Sanjay Maru, CBC News, Windsor.